Hello everyone, I have created the polling system API. Now look at the code first. This is the main index.js file where we include all the required libraries and server listening code. Our server is listening on port number 8000. This is the routes which handle all the routes of our APIs. This is the main index.js route. This route again divided into questions and options routes. The config file contains the mongoose.js configuration file where we connect our database to the mongoDB, connect our server to the mongoDB database. This is the controller which having all our business logic or the main logic, and this is the schema of the collection. This is the question schema having title. Go to the question schema. Now look at the route. First is the main home route where we just display one simple message hello from the polling system API. Now run it. Firstly, this is my first API. Let's start the server first, that's why it will not come. npm start. Okay, our server is listening on port 8000. Our server is started. Let's hit the API. The success response is true, hello from the polling system API. Look at the second, which goes to the question and then option. First is the question having create a route. It create a question, so let's create a question first. This is the post request create, which having the body having the title, who is your favorite mentor from CN mentors. This is the question. Now create. Look at the response, which having success true. The question title, we don't have option set, that's why it's empty. Total votes like that. Look at the next. We have to create an option for a particular question, so we need ID of that question and this route. Let's copy this ID first to create an option for this question. This is the route. Here question is the main, then question ID, then option and create. Let first add option, text xyz, and the question schema. Add one another text abc. Send. ABC also added. Now look at the next one. This is the delete, to delete a question. So let's try it in letter. Now get the question, view question by using the ID. We have our ID of this question. Now look at the particular question, and then ID of the question. Send. Okay, this is the get request, right? Look at the response, success true. Question, this is our question title, this is our question ID, and these are the options. Two options we have added. First one is the XYZ and second one is the ABC. Okay, now look at, I think this is done. Now go to the option route. The option having add vote and delete option. First try the add vote, which having our option ID. Okay, so our URL is, this is the put request, right? Put request, which having the option, then option ID, then add vote. This is the option. Here we have to put option ID, then add vote. Now just copy this option ID XYZ. We have to update this ID with the our new one and send. The response is 200. Okay, success option, and look at votes. It's coming 1, means we successfully add a vote to this option. Now look at the get request of that question. Here also reflecting or not. Look at here also votes 1 and also total votes 1. Okay, this also changes, means this question having total 1 vote for option. Now try to delete the option. Let's try to delete the ABC. Copy the ABC ID. Delete. Okay, we have to write the route first. Delete. Here is the options. Then we have to write the ID and then delete. Okay, let's copy ID of the ABC. Get. This is the ID of our ABC. Here we have to put then send. Look, option deleted successfully. Now look at the option question again. Look at this having only one response now. Now try to delete a question. Copy the question ID first. Where is the question ID? Here. This is the question ID. Try to delete a question. Delete. Look at the route first. This is the route question, then question ID, and then delete. Questions, question ID, and then delete. Send. Okay, one message come. At least one of option has votes. The condition is that if one of the option having a vote, then the question and the option also not deleted. That's why it won't deleted the question. That's all